the habitants, all these things. Whenever you go, it's like walk in, whatever you want you can only take it. Now that is what is called a self-service. The chances are more for adulteration, but package in the sense it is actually packed by the company itself. I'll tell you, even in villages, if you go and if you check any of the product, now there are n number of product which comes with the packaging. Understand the concept. Packaging is different from country to country as well as company to company. Hello everybody, a warm welcome to one and all. I'm Abhilash Chandra from the Department of Business Studies in Vidhyaashram PU College, the Temple of Excellence. Now we have come to the next session that is all about the packaging and importance of packaging. Understand the importance of packaging. And last session I told you about what exactly packaging is, and I told you that you are supposed to list out all the packaging things which you have seen in the retail or the wholesale shop or even in your house. Now we'll go with the next topic, that is importance of packaging. A quick recall what exactly packaging is all about. Now packaging, you have three levels. How many? We have three levels of packaging. Okay, of packaging. Now what is that three levels of packaging is? The first one we always go with is the primary packaging. The second one is the secondary packaging, and the last one we call it as transportation packaging or traveling packaging. Now what is this traveling packaging, transportation packaging, all these things you need to understand. Let me go with one of the beautiful example where you will understand everything here. Now here the example is, let's go with the finished goods is the paste, that is toothpaste is the finished goods. Now when the toothpaste, let's go with toothpaste. Okay, now toothpaste, when it goes to a primary packaging, that means the finished goods being a paste which will be introduced or it is induced in the tube. So the tube plus the paste is called the primary packaging. That means the paste is being put inside the tube. So that is a primary packaging. What is a secondary packaging? Now this tube is there, right? Tube. Now this tube will actually tube plus the box for the tube, right? Now you will have an empty box where you will actually put the tube and then you will pack it. We call that as a secondary packaging. Now whoever goes to a retail shop or a wholesale shop, if you ask for a toothpaste, they'll not just give you tube, they'll give you a box which is packed. We call that as a secondary packaging. Now if you go, what is the next one is, again here what will happen, the box is here, right? Now the box plus, now the box, if it is only one, the box will be there. Now the traveling packaging or the transportation packaging, in the sense you will have containers. What is that you will have? You will have containers. The containers are filled with boxes. We call that as the traveling packaging. Container will be there. Now understand, whenever you go to any of the wholesaler and you want to buy it in a bulk, now they won't give you just a box, they're gonna give you a container. In that container there are too many boxes. There are say 100 boxes, 50 boxes. We call it as a transportation packaging or a traveling packaging. So these are the three levels of packaging. One is primary packaging, that is for a tube which will be filled in the tube, sorry, the paste which will be filled in the tube, and then you have secondary packaging where the tube will be actually put inside a box. Now the TP, that is what all the boxes whichever is being manufactured and packed, now that will go to the container. We have three levels. Now what is the importance of packaging? Let's hear about the importance. See, the day when civilization started, okay, that is the day when people need and want started to add on. Now understand this, before civilization, need was there, want was there, everything was there, the desires were there. But after the civilization started, we thought of thinking logically. Then what happened is our need and want started to travel the same pace which the market is also giving it to us. Now this is why you are supposed to know why the packaging is very, very important. Understand, the first thing is rising standard. See, when civilization started, right, we all thought about, let's not be hooligans, let's not be a nomadic person, let's have a logical life, let's have a standard life, let's have a living. So that is a time, rising standard of health and sanitation. What is it? Health and sanitation. Packaging is very, very important. Second thing is self-service outlets. Now you have seen this self-service outlets, how exactly they operate. Self-service in the sense, what happens is, earlier when we used to go to the retail shop or a wholesale shop, what used to happen, we used to ask the person that we need close-up, or we need a Colgate, we need milk, we need, so what is that, we used to ask them, and they used to go, they used to get the things and give it to us. Now what has happened, the trend is self-service outlets. Now see the malls, okay, see the complex malls, see the habitines, all these things, whenever you go, it's like walk-in, whatever you want you can only take it. Now that is what is called as self-service outlets. Now if you go to any malls, now what happens is, you don't need to ask anybody that what is that you want. You can just go grab it, and later you are supposed to come to the billing, and then you are supposed to pay. That is why packaging is very, very important. The next one is innovational opportunity. Now understand, this innovational opportunity in the sense, just because of a product, the consumer will not buy the product. Understand this logic here. Just because somebody has manufactured something, the customer or the consumer will not come and buy the product. Now you need to attract the consumer and the customer to come and use your product. How is that he'll do it? Through packaging. You make him understand that this is the best one. Now how will you make him understand this is the best one? He has not used your product, but still he wants to come and use it. How is that you will attract him? That is a $1 million question. Now because of packaging, what will happen is, creativity, your innovation, your thinking skills, everything, so that the customer will come and grab your item. That is why packaging is very important. The last one here is product differentiation. See, let us stick with the same examples of the toothpaste. Now there are so many companies with so many toothpaste brands with the other kind of a byproducts. Now how is that we will differentiate this company toothpaste from another company toothpaste? That is through packaging. The way close-up is being packed is not the same as Colgate is packed. You need to understand. When you go with close-up, what it does, it's a red kind of a packaging where you will understand it does close-up. When you go to this Colgate, what happens, that white design or the pattern is too much and the packaging is totally different. So these are the things. You go to any of the cola bottles, whether it is Coca-Cola or Pepsi, there is a slight change in the packaging. That's the beauty about the product differentiation. Now if both of them, they look similar, what happens is, there is no innovational opportunity at all. That means now the customer or the consumer, he'll get a confused that what is a brand, what exactly it is. So only to have this unique versatile feature, what happens is, they do all R&D, that is research and development, in the packaging system, and then they launch the product. So let's go one by one what exactly the packaging is all about, that importance of packaging. First one is rising standards of health and sanitation. Here what happens is, see, everybody needs a product which can benefit them. So what is the first thing they'll see is, they're gonna check whether the product is good or the product is bad. In the meantime, how will they check? It all depends on how the packaging is done. If the packaging they have done in the sense sanitization, sanitations and the health is taken utmost care, now what will happen is, they feel it is hygiene and they buy the product. So here, because of increasing, what is it, there is a increase in standard of living, there is an increase in standard of living in a country, that what exactly does is, more and more people have started purchasing packed goods. Now they don't want loose goods, because loose goods, what happens is, adulteration is too much. in the loose goods, what happens is adulteration is too much. But if it is a packed and then it is sealed, then it is given the ISI number, ISO number, FSSAI number, all those standard numbers are given, and the government of India and the food authority have given permission saying yes, this is the best product. Now what it does, standardization is met. That means adulteration, the chances of adulteration is less. So packed goods has the chances of adulteration in such goods are minimized. See, only because of this, what happens is we feel that packed goods or the packaged products, they are very good, and they are what? Their main intention is to keep your health proper and your sanitation proper. But whereas if you go with the loose goods, what happens is the chances are more for adulteration. But package in the sense it is actually packed by the company itself. But very disappointment statement, I'll just tell you what exactly happens is there are so many other people who just do the copying of the company product. Now what is that? Again, packaging is there. Now the company is actually selling it for 1,000 rupees. Now here people who will do all adulteration, and again they'll actually invest in the packaging at exactly the same copy what the company has done, and they are selling for 500 rupees. Now there is a problem. That's why if there is a boon, there is a bane. Next one is self-service outlets. What is this self-service outlets? Understand, all these malls, you just need to go, you just need to take the product, and then you will come and you will give the products to the person who is actually in the billing, and then he will check whatever you have purchased. He'll start with the billing, and then you are supposed to just give the amount and you will go. This is called a self-service outlet. The self-service retail outlets are becoming very popular. The reason is what? Now everything is in the same roof, under the same roof, and then you will actually go, you will shop, you will come, all your malls, all your supermarket, if you go with it, now it is all called self-service outlets. Now here what happens is the self-service retail outlet are becoming very popular, particularly in major cities and towns. Let me tell you, even in villages in part of India, what is happening is big retailers are coming and they are placing their firm. The reason is what? They also know that the villagers, if they come and they start purchasing it, that means they have gone and they have hit all the target from Jammu Kashmir till Kanyakumari, from Gujarat to Mizoram. So what exactly it is? That means they want the potential buyers. So that's why what is that they are doing? They are introducing the supermarkets even in the villages. Because of this, some of the traditional role assigned to personal selling in respect of promotion has gone to packaging, and I'll tell you what it is, right? Because the target market is too much, now the packaging has gone to every places, and what it is, traditional approach what earlier used to happen, more than that the packaging system is happening. I'll tell you, even in villages if you go and if you check any of the product, now there are n number of product which comes with the packaging. The reason is, again, living standard. The standard of living has increased. People who were in village, they have come to the cities. Their parents are left in the village, but whenever they go back to the village, what happens is they also want something called standardization. They are also very concerned about health and sanitation. Next one is innovational opportunity. The minute I say opportunity, you are supposed to understand what is the trend which is actually going in the market. Some of the recent development in the area of packaging have completely changed. What is it? It has completely changed. See, earlier what used to happen was packaging was done only for the product which is for a huge cost. Now even for 1 rupee bubble gum, you have a packaging. So earlier if you ask your parents will let you know what exactly used to happen. They used to get chocolates which is not even wrapped. They used to get something called mint which was not even wrapped. Now even 50 paisa chocolate or 50 paisa mint, even that has come with a packaging. That is what? It is the real thing which has changed the entire country scenario of retail market, wholesaler, marketing, production, manufacture, everything. But if you go to a developed country or a developing country or an underdeveloped country, you can get a clarification that how the packaging system has gone from the scratch to the top. Here what happens here is the marketing scene which is there in the entire country, now it has been changed. For example, milk, okay, can now be stored for 4 to 5 days without refrigeration in the recently developed packaging material. Now understand what is that beauty of packaging is all about. Earlier, if you boil the milk, or if you don't boil the milk, within 1 day the milk will get spoiled. But now, because of the sophisticated material used in the packaging, even if you don't keep it in the refrigerator, the milk can stay for 4 to 5 days. Now that's a benefit of packaging. So there are so many other things which is the opportunity of packaging, that is the importance of packaging. And I'll tell you one more thing. There are many kinds of company, many different industries who only think about how to innovate the packaging, how to develop the packaging to the next level. Example I have given you is one of the milk. One more thing I'll tell you, for our defense or the army, navy or air force, what happens is, now even they need to have food. Now every day they can't actually make food, and then they can't fight. So what happens is, back here we actually produce those things and we send it to them. Now understand, there are many people who goes with a packaging where one small capsule is all enough to survive for 1 day. That means here packaging happens and it is sent to the our army brothers, and they use it. Because of sophisticated technology and the material of packaging, this is happening. That means what? There is a huge opportunity, innovational opportunity. And many of you would have also seen that now astronauts are there. Now the minute they take off from the host country, the home country, to the space, what happens here is, now they need to cook, they need to have food, they need to have all those things. Now because of packaging only they can survive. That is the beauty of the opportunity given to the packaging industry. Next one is product differentiation. Now because of the product differentiation, you can identify what are the product, what are the brands, what are the company, what exactly it is. It gives a unique feature about to identify a company. That is what is the packaging very important role is. Packaging is one of the very important means of creating product differentiation. There is a product differentiation. Understand here what we have done is, we have given you a number of other kind of examples where you will understand. Now the way this company is, it's not the same with this, the same it is not with this. The reason is what? Packaging is totally different from country to country as well as company to company. Understand the concept. Packaging is different from country to country as well as company to company. Here the color, size, material, understand, please go with this. Color, size, material, etc. of packaging makes a real difference. Understand here what we have done is, we have given, the company has given a totally a different way of advertising their product through packaging. So the minute you don't know what exactly the company is, but because of the packaging, because of the color and shape, you will get to know what product it is. So here the color, size, material, etc. of packaging makes a real difference of perception of customers about the quality of the product. The better the packaging, the product is good. That is what the thing is. That means, see, they are investing on packaging. That means they'll definitely invest on their R&D with the product also. So that is the beauty of packaging. Next one we have is the functions of packaging. Now we went with the importance of packaging. Now we are in the functions of packaging. The first function is, you need to get identification. What is the first function? Identification. Why we need packaging? That is, we need to identify the product. Second thing is, we need to protect the product. See, product is manufactured, now money is gone. Now what is that we need to do? We need to store, we need to protect the product, or else what will happen? That is a flop show. We will not get the acquired profit which we have desired. The next one is facilitating use of the product. Now in the packaging, the customer should actually use it. Example, I told you about milk. Now milk is from the cow, or it is from the goat, or it is from the buffalo. Now what happens is, the milk should reach the consumer. The milk should reach the customer. How will it be done? you need to go with packaging. Now proper packaging is done. Now the customers need to use it, right? The minute they take from us, it is proper. The minute they go to their house, now it is spoiled. What is the use of it, right? That's why it should be what? Facilitating use of the product. The last one is product promotion. Again, product promotion should also be there. There should be a promotion of the product. Now people will not just buy the product because of a product, they'll also buy because of the standard of the product. So who will actually tell the standard of the product? That is the packaging. So here, first one, product identification. Now understand, I have given you here, right, how the, see, this is the primary packaging and this box is the secondary packaging. Now understand the identification. Packaging greatly helps in identification of the product. Now if you see, you don't have this Colgate. Just imagine that the word Colgate has been deleted. Just by seeing the strong teeth with cavity protection, what happens is, and the teeth here, right? If you go with it, you will understand that it is Colgate. That is the beauty of packaging. For example, now Colgate in red color or Pond's cream in a jar can. I'll tell you about this Pond's. When it came, many of the product were in a box shape, right? But when Pond's was introduced, what happened was, it is a totally a beautiful revolution, that is a jar can. And you have easily, you can identify the packaging. Next one is product protection. Now you need to actually protect your product here. Now understand, all the medicinal capsules, right? Medicinal capsules. Now capsule has been manufactured, but you are supposed to protect it. How will you protect it? Now you will have a covering. That's why in the packaging only they will give you a disclaimer saying that if you feel that the tablets or the product is not protected properly, you can just exchange it to the retailer or the wholesaler. Don't buy the product. The reason is what? We need to protect the product as well. Understand here. Packaging protects the contents of a product from spoiling, breakage, leakage, pilferage, damage, climatic effect, etc. That's why in the packaging only they'll tell you that it should be kept below 100 degrees Celsius, below 100 degrees Celsius. It should be kept above 5 degrees Celsius. Everything is what given in the packaging only. Next one is facilitating use of the product. Now understand, this is the beautiful way of actually knowing why packaging has come from the civilization till now, right now. Understand, earlier what used to happen, let's go with the example of milk. Earlier what used to happen is, you will actually milk from the cow, buffalo or the goat and then you will drink it. Now there is no way you will go, you will pack, you will store it. Now understand, later what happened, now everybody don't have the cow or the buffaloes for everyday milk. Now they go to the dairy and then they'll actually bring the milk packet and they use it. Once you cut the milk packet, what happens is, you are supposed to pour all the milk and then you are supposed to use it. But now the packaging system is what? You can have milk can, in the sense whenever you want, you will open the bottle and then you will fill it. Again, you can close it. That means there is a opportunity for reuse. That is what it is. Now understand, here I have given you an example. The course of milk packet, how the raw milk used to get distributed, how it became the packaged one, now how it has become here. Now there is here, if you understand, this particular cork is there, right? Now the cap of that milk, you are supposed to just open how much ever you want, you can use it, and then again you can close it, and again you can reuse it after 2 days or 3 days, because that is what the beauty of packaging is. Now it is what? You will have more facilitating uses of the packaging. The size and shape of the packaging should be such that it should be convenient. What is it? Convenient to open, handle and use for the consumers. That is the beauty of facilitating use of packaging. See, now you will not get like 500 liters milk and you are supposed to use domestically. The reason is, you can't pour it, you can't do anything. That is what, see, understand, that's why they give it as 50 ml, okay, then you will have 100 ml, 250 ml, or you will go with 500 ml. All these things are, you can aram se handle it properly, use it properly, and then you can go for it. Even you have like 1 liter, then 2 liter, right? So it depends on how can you handle it. That is why they will actually go with those things. Next one is product promotion. Because of the product, what happens is you can actually promote what all the concepts are. Now the first one here is packaging is also used for promotion. How it is used for promotion process? Starlink color scheme, right? Now the Starlink color scheme, in the sense, there are few products. If I just tell you about the color of the product, you can actually go with it. If it's a fairness beauty cream and it is white, you will get to know what exactly the product is. If it is green, if it is red, if it is black. Right now the black, the minute I say black, you will get to know it is all about charcoal, right? So all these things are what? It is also, it helps in the promotional process. Here the photograph or typeface, you need to know the typeface may be used to attract attention of the people to the point of purchases. Now there are a few of the brand ambassadors. If their photo is there in the packaging, what happens is, if you feel that the person whom the company has taken as an ambassador, now he is your real idol, what happens is you will go and you will actually purchase. One of the example is, whenever Hrithik Roshan will actually endorse a product, what happens is I always go and I always buy the product. The reason is what? Because in that product Hrithik Roshan's face is actually visible, so I'll go with it. That's the beauty of packaging. That means packaging also helps in the promotion. So these are the things which you are supposed to know here, students. And any doubt, anything you have to ask, please, you are free to ask us. We are always there to help you. Now in this session I have explained you about the importance of packaging and the functions of packaging. It's a 4-mark question for you people. Thank you so much. Till then, I'll see you when I see you.